What's up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy Sean P back again with another edition of Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. So tonight we're gonna get back to some reviews. We're gonna take a look at some female artists. We're gonna get to some female hip hop for 2024. Um, First, I want to start with an artist that dropped a couple weeks ago by the name of Doechii. I'm gonna pull her um, join up on Spotify real quick. Let me just share my screen, get the screensaver back up. So we're gonna take a look at a new female artist by the name of Doechii, and her album Alligator Bites Never Heal. So we're gonna do some quick picks. I'm gonna start with this one tonight. So, I'm not going to do a full all out review for this, but what I will say is I like this artist. I like this project. She has a very, very versatile vibe. She's got flows. Got abstract concepts in her songs. She's got double, triple entendres. She's got the package as far as females is concerned. And she talks her shit, but she does it in a more creative, constructive way. I think this Alligator Bites Never Heal was a surprise for me. It really was. I like a couple of the songs on here. Denial is a River is one you got to check out. That's a very interesting song. Kind of satire-ish. There's some satire to it and some humor to it, but it talks a lot. It says a lot about relationships, about certain aspects of men. You know what I mean? And the thing I like about this album is that she talks about her issues with men. She talks about her issues as a woman, as females coming at her, but she does it in a very creative, entertaining way. She kind of reminds me a lot of Tyler, the Creator. She's like a female version of Tyler, the Creator. And this is one album where you're definitely going to be entertained. You know what I mean? Tyler, the Creator. Another example is early Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, maybe her first albums. This album definitely is something that I would check for this year. And she also sings. She has some, entertaining songs, more in the alternative R&B, neo soul type of range, and she can do a lot. I was really impressed by this album, and I think she's one that I'm gonna check for in the future as far as female rappers are concerned. I think right now her and Doja Cat, in my opinion, are the most versatile and the best female rappers going right now off of this project. And this is probably the best female album I've heard this year. Downside of it, a little bit long. Some of the songs I could do without, maybe. I mean, if she trimmed it to about 15 songs, it would be pretty good. But overall, I was surprised by this. They a couple of my people in my group, in the Facebook group, brought this to my attention, and she's definitely a chick to check for. And he's kind of a breather from the ratchet hip hop that's out there, and female ratchet hip hop that we got going, that's really turning up on the radio and turning up on the club. So if you want to break from that and you want some versatile, good, entertaining female rap, check this album out. Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. I'll give it a solid, I'll go 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I think I'm at a 7.5, but I got to get into it more as far as the replay value is concerned, because there's a little bit of replay value to this. I could see this staying on the playlist for a little bit of time. So I'll give Doechii Alligator Bites Never Heal. I'm going to go with a 7.5 to 8 out of 10 with that album. So with that, we're going to get to another female project. Let me just pull this up, that has got a lot of attention. And she's another artist that I got to admit has grown on me a little bit. You know what I mean? Even though I don't really get into female trap and female ratchet hip hop, strip hop, P rap, whatever you want to call it, which is the subgenre that basically is in the mainstream right now. The Lottos of this world, Meg The Stallions, Ice Spice, Sexy Red, and this artist Glorilla comes out of that school of female rappers. She's in that era of female rappers, and at first, Glorilla sounded, I just couldn't really stand her voice. But over time, I could see her sex appeal came up a little bit. But at the same time, uh, this album, this is not a bad project. And I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you that I'm not a fan of this genre whatsoever. But this album is worth a listen. I'll definitely say this album is definitely worth a listen. Uh, I like her energy on this, and I like the fact that Glorilla really came with some concept records that were pretty good. You know what I mean? Um, she what you call it? I'm trying to look up her first singles. Oh yeah. Her first single that really she blew up off of F&F was really like a ratchet hood anthem for the ratchet subgenre of hip hop, and I really hated that song. I really couldn't stand that song. I really am not a fan of this, but over time, she definitely has got my ear with some of her features, some of her songs that does have some energy to it. But the thing I like about Glorious is she really kind of puts things together really well. I like Procedure with Lotto. Um, I think the best song on here is Don't Deserve with Mooney Long. And I think that's one of those introspective records talking about, abusive men and abusive relationships and why women really should deserve better. Also Glow's Prayer is also a nice concept record where she basically, well, I'm gonna let you hear about it. I'm gonna let you hear it, but basically it has to do with her taste in men. I'll just say that. Also, I Ain't Going is another song that's good. I like the song with T-Pain as well. I love her. Nice down south vibe. And I think TGIF is going to be that anthem record. You know what I mean? That's going to be that song that's going to, captivate the radio audiences and really take Glorilla. That's going to be that real big hit off this album, if you will. Even though the summer's coming to an end, it's not really going to be a summertime anthem, but will be an anthem nevertheless. But the downside is it's still just ratchet hip hop. There are going to be some songs on here that I really don't care for. I really don't relate to what she's talking about. Her bars aren't going to be out of this world. Obviously, it's more about the beats, the energy, the feel of this, you know. But I will give it credit. Like, I like the fact she stepped out of the box and did some conceptual rap songs. Um, you know, from a story perspective, from a third person perspective, that was pretty good. And I'd like to see Glorilla grow off of this. I'd like to see Glow grow, if you will, you know. But yeah, I think she has something. I think she has something where if she could grow into more universal artist, would be pretty good. You know what I mean? And we're really good for her to separate herself apart from the Lottos and Meg The Stallions and Cardi B's of the world and all of them, because to me they just all sound like one redundant ass song. You know what I mean? I know Meg came out with that Hitachi song that was pretty big, which is a good step in the direction for her. I'd like to see her branch out and do some different stuff. But the female shit talk, you know, strip hop, you know, selling you know what type of rap really ain't my thing. But I'll give Glorilla credit. This is a decent lesson. Listen, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Um, there are going to be some songs on here. I named the song, the feature with Glorilla. I'm sorry, the feature with Lotto. She Don't Deserve You. Maybe 3 or 4 songs out here that will make my playlist. But I don't see the replay value being that strong because it's that type of album. You know, it's the same album that Cardi's going to make. It's the same album that Meg's going to make. The same album that Lotto is going to make, minus a couple of concept records that's pretty good. But from the bigger perspective, I think right now, and you can see the difference between Doechii and Glorilla. Doechii definitely is a much well-rounded artist than Glorilla at the current moment, even though Glorilla is getting the shine, obviously, because of the style of hip hop that she does. But the interesting thing about it is that this album only sold 69,000 copies in the first week. And that's with, you know, heavy buzz on the internet, heavy buzz on TikTok, heavy play on the radio, which goes to show people really don't buy into ratchet hip hop like that. It's really a one-dimensional subgenre of hip hop that really only appeals mostly to women. You know what I mean? Maybe a certain section of, you know, of men, but it's interesting though. There's a TikTok video of a dude in a car rocking out hard to Glorilla's album. But I mean, just playing that. Somebody was in the passenger seat, you know, filming him on an iPhone or whatever. But with that being said, to me, if you're a great female artist, you got to catch the ear of everybody. You know what I mean? And get the respect of everybody. That's what made Missy Elliott so great. That's what made Little Kim so great. That's what made Lauryn Hill so great. Until you do that, you really only have but so much of my respect. I think Glorilla takes a step in that direction. I'd like to see her do more concept records. I'd like to see her do more features with men. You know what I mean? And more features outside of the trap genre. So, but anyway, Glorious, I checked that out. That I think is a solid 7 out of 10. Back to Doechii, Alligator Bites Never Heal. I'll go to 7.5 to 8 out of 10 with that one. But I would definitely check out both these albums. Good solid listens, and I don't know. Maybe we have some. Maybe we have something with these two female artists. I would check out Doechii. I would check out Glorilla, and let's see where they go from this. Let's see if they can build off of this, and let's see if they can become more of a well-rounded artist out there in the female hip hop genre. So with that, I'm gonna try and come back this weekend with some more reviews. I know we got a lot of topics out there to get to. And also, I hope to link up soon with my homie Reese to touch on some of these hip hop topics and future albums that's coming up. So, with that, y'all have a good night, and I'll come see y'all soon. And make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to that hip hop roundtable reviews too. It's a slow build, but slowly we will get there. Slowly we will get to 100,000 subscribers, even though we're just over 230. But we'll get there one day. So definitely check out my content and make sure you like, share, subscribe to the content up there. So with that, y'all have a good night, and I'll catch up with y'all soon. All right, peace.